Hello any potential viewers. I'm going to be recording my game development and also my life over the next month or so. Well, actually I'm starting in a week, but I thought I should at least make a test beforehand, so today is my test day, and I just went to walk around the lake. Sorry about the footage being a bit low quality. That was because I was using my phone, which isn't great, and in the future I think I'll bring my camera with me. Before we get into video game development, specifically on use words to collect, I'm going to start learning a bit of Russian and Chinese. In the meantime though, I am going to be also watching an episode of Extra Play design talk on Legend of Zelda. Link in the description if you're interested, if this video even ends up going to YouTube. Alright, so I just got done doing some Russian and some Chinese. This is the first time I've done any Chinese, and honestly I only did Russian once before, so I'm gonna be bad, but it really does help me to learn something when I try to explain it and teach it. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. In Russian, yes is da, my is moi, my is moi, dad is papa. As you can see, by the way, the letters are different in Russian. It's a different alphabet. And tam is there. So the sentence da, moi, papa, tam means yes, my dad is there. The is doesn't exist in Russian. Russian does not have words like that. So that's the main thing I learnt today. Also that and is a. I've learnt lots of other words, but I'm not going to bother explaining those. I'm just going to say what the basics of what I've learnt. So, onto Mandarin now, which is what I'm learning. I learnt that Chinese isn't actually a language, it's a group of languages. Like the Chinese is like what I forget the name now. It's basically a group of languages. It's not actually a language. So I'm learning Mandarin. I learnt that they use. I've got a book here. Where is it? Here it is. I learnt that they use pinyin, which is basically Mandarin but written with R letters, because they've also got another completely different writing system. It's not even an alphabet. It's just a different writing system, and so pinyin is what I'm going to be using to learn Chinese, and then eventually I will learn how to read it, hopefully, in regular. Did I say Chinese? I meant Mandarin. I've got to correct myself every time I say that. But accents are to say tone. I actually did know this before, that tone, depending on your tone, it completely changes what the word means. I think there was an example of a word that meant 5 different things in this book. Let me find if that's here or not. This is like a phrase book that someone gave me. Decided since I said I was going to start learning Mandarin, and they gave me this, so that was cool. Where is this? Oh yeah, so ma. There's ma. There's ma, and there's ma. So those 4 different things can either mean mother, hemp, horse, swear. As you can see, that's complicated. I haven't quite wrapped my head around it, or pronunciation. My pronunciation isn't very good in any language. English, French, German, and now Russian and Chinese are adding to that mix. I'm not gonna enjoy pronunciating words in Chinese, but Mandarin, I mean. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah. So I also learnt that there's polite forms and there's family forms. Well, in French we call it familial, but I don't know. There's like formal and non-formal settings basically. So to ask someone's name, the formal way, it would be ni, nin, gre, zing, which means you honourable name. Well, that's not what it means. That's what it directly translates to. You honourable name, and it means what's your surname. And then you'd answer Mien Gue Zing, then your surname, which that means my humble surname, or my name is surname. In the family setting, you'd be asked Ni Zing, so you name, and you would answer Wo Zing. The war is, it's actually war Zing. That would be me name, and then your family name. Me surname, I suppose it would be, actually. If you want to say your name, I mean, the more important thing is your family name in Mandarin. But if you want to say your name, you would do Wo. How do I pronounce this word? Wo Ziao name. So Wo Ziao name. That means me. To be named name. Does that make sense? I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense. Hopefully I'll edit in some visuals to explain that. But I'm really happy. I'm starting Russian and Mandarin at the same time. Call me insane if you want. I love learning languages, and I really think explaining it here on video form is going to help me. We'll get to game development very shortly. It's 12:45 right now, and I wanted to add some things to what I previously said. It's possible that I'm wrong. I'm beginner level here with Russian and Mandarin, so it's possible I'm wrong, and if I am wrong and you know better, please do correct me. And the second thing is, if you know anywhere where I can learn Mandarin online that's pretty good and easy to follow, please tell me, because it's difficult to find a good solid source of learning Mandarin. It's fine for Russian. I found plenty of places where I can learn Russian, but Mandarin I found pretty difficult online. Anyway, here's the game so far. So you can interact with letters. I mean, this has been something I've been working on for a few months now, on and off while I've got school. My goal is to finish it though within the next week. So I'm currently working on the tutorial. Obviously there's this mini tutorial here which I added ages ago, but so right now if you click on play, it just take you directly to the tutorial. First it says drag the letter Z into the requested zone with left click and pin it using right click. A little right click symbol I actually wasn't going to add at first, but I really like, I decided, well, it feels like it's missing some visual indicator that is pinned, and I made a little pin symbol, and I like doing little things like that. It's quite nice. Put this in the middle, pin it. Do the same again with the black square in the center of the grid, and click this button when you want to continue. Takes you here. Use the button to get a letter. I'm going to have to create a new version of this where it doesn't immediately spawn it, because I made it so it immediately creates the letter without you having to click, but I obviously want to convey that you need to click that to get the letter. But for now, put that there, and it says click this button when you want to continue. When you click this button, it crashes, because this button basically just takes you to the next level, which will not do. It will not. What am I trying to say? it will crash the game because there is no next level. This is the last level I've made. So I need to, first of all, make a separate version of this, and second of all, make a second button. I can quickly show you though, if I press R here, that when I right click on this, it takes me to the classic game mode, or I called it classic now, and it's basically just oh yeah, okay, this doesn't work quite anymore. Yeah, I have to fix that as well. There's another bug I just found. So when you press shift, it switches player and it gets rid of all the letters because of the other game mode. So that's a pretty easy fix. I think I'll just have to make a variable that will determine what game mode you're playing. But anyway, this here is the classic game mode. It's very similar to Scrabble. I came up with the idea of this game with Scrabble. So if we put a word, lock each one of these letters as we put it here, like looting. Where's G? So G here. G, looting. I just got a point because I picked up a blue square. Now I press shift, usually I play as, well, you can either play single player, but I mean, why would you play this single player? It wouldn't be very fun, I don't think, single player. Or you can switch player and compete against someone else. It's obviously local multiplayer. Oh, what am I looking for here? Yeah, that's it. Boot. So that blue square, that dark blue was worth 2 points. And then it keeps going, you keep doing things until eventually you reach some sort of conclusion. Let me quickly show you the marathon game mode. I'll have to restart and make it so when you right click it gets to marathon. Okay, let's go to marathon. So, 2 letters spawn in and you must start on the black. Now I'm going to put, I'm not going to start looting now, I'm going to put that there, T here, where's the I, and then N. I've just realised this is an older version of Marathon actually. Let me go to the newer version. Holy, I am stupido. Alright, I think that should be right. Yeah, here's the new Marathon. Alright, letters spawn. You can switch player if you want to, but personally I like doing this single player. I have to spell it right. So you get 7 letters and you have to put something like Nita. Then you lock those, you switch. If you want to play as 2 players, but if you don't want to switch, you can just get more letters here and keep going. Anyway, I'm not very good at this game, as you can see, so I'm going to stop showing you the game and tell you to go play it yourself if you're good at it. If you're good at spelling in general. It might help you with learning words, honestly. I'm not sure. But you get the idea. You place letters, you pin them, you get a new one, you place it, you pin it, you get more, and you continue. And if you want, you can play 2 player with shift. The only problem is, if you don't pin your letters, they go away with shift. So that's why you must pin your letters. Okay? Alright, so now you know the general idea of the game. All that's left is to finish the tutorial, fix that bug I found earlier on, and make a main menu. I should be able to do that within a week, right? Well, let's find out. Alright, I have to be going soon, but I have fixed 2 bugs. First one is when I press shift here, the letters don't disappear, as you can see. Even if I move them when I press shift, it doesn't disappear. And now in the tutorial, I have also made this not instantly spawn, so you have to use a button to get a letter. Move that there, click this button to continue. That will crash the game, so I'm not doing that. I have to go for a long while this afternoon, so I'm not going to be working on the game. I'll probably be playing afterwards, so that might be all the progress we make today. I'm not sure. But either way, see you in the next gameplay clip, I suppose. I just thought it'd be good to include in this video what this Minecraft server looks like at the moment. The world that's we've been working on in the video series that hopefully has been going up before this goes up. Before this video goes up. I mean, this... I think I've decided this video is going up just to show it off. It's probably not going to be a great quality video, but you know what I mean. It's still good. So me and Chrome made a bench here you can sit in. Looks a bit awkward, but whatever. We've got quite a lot of diamonds. We've got quite a lot of enchanted stuff, and still working on that project currently. We have a few more music discs, and yeah, we've been collecting animals here. That's pretty much everything. Yeah, you caught up to speed with. You've basically been caught up to speed. I mean, we've got this nice area here. We've also got a waterfall here with a bridge. It goes under to the river, and that flows through into here, which goes around here. As you can see, it's very. Like, I did this part here. I didn't do that, but I did this here. As you can see, it's very similar to what I did on Horus. I don't know. I like filling things in with water. It's fun. Anyway, just thought I should update this just in case anything happens between here and when I next record on this server. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any more video here, but if there is, enjoy that. If not, well, I expect tomorrow will be when the first real video goes up. So yeah, bye.
I would, but I don't wanna try.
Flash. Et smoke.
Il n'y a personne car pour le moment.
J'ai la carte, un quart, putain. J'ai tiré dans les poils. Les gars, vous avez pas check le site?
Mais si, mais Fleming il a check trop vite, il a fait vite fait.
J'ai pas check le site. J'ai pas vu le site. J'ai allé direct à Highway.
Ils ont la bombe en fait. Moi, je suis sur site.
Take AVP and clutcher kick.
Clutcher kick.
T'as 16 secondes, hein. Vite. 30 secondes.
Prends le
Tu dois
bomb,
pas me
plante.
Joker, tu fais quoi, wesh? Tu peux pas, t'as plus le temps. Putain, mec, sérieux, vraiment?
Fais Joker.
Bah, ouais, mais là c'était genre.
Hey Berry, tu peux me bailler?
Je sais pas, c'était bizarre quoi, genre.